I got into photography more seriously probably when I got my first digital camera. I was about 14, and digital cameras for me opened up this whole possibility of being really, really creative. My problem is that I never have enough time to make them all. I have a long list of videos I'd like to make, locations I'd like to go to, and photographs I'd like to get.
What is your definition of the perfect shot?
I'm Stephen Reid, and I'm a filmmaker and photographer. I come from a family of people who have always had cameras. I think when I was a kid I would have had like a really basic 35mm rangefinder type camera that I just took photographs of my friends. I actually still have my first digital camera. That's my first digital camera. This camera is 21 years old, and it's the best part, it still works. So those kind of three strands of creativity, photography as an art form, and then using it, well, almost as an excuse to go and have an adventure is sort of what got me into it. Generally, the reception online to the type of content I make, specifically the outdoors content, the feedback and messages are very positive. Also get a lot of positive messages from people who maybe grew up in Northern Ireland, moved abroad, and they're able to now see parts of their home country that they haven't been able to see for years, and travel to places and go up to the mountains through the content I'm making, through my photography, through my videos. When it comes to the perfect landscape photograph, for me it's about getting as many different elements right as possible. You need the right landscape to start with, and for me I like really rugged mountains and up high in the mountains. You want the light to be right. So you want the light, you want the sun low, so preferably at sunrise or sunset at golden hour, so you're getting the warm light coming in. You don't want everything lit, you want a combination of patches of light and areas of shadow. So yeah, for me it's getting those things all coming together at once to make, I think, the perfect landscape photograph. Okay, I feel a little bit apprehensive. I'm on my way down to the Mournes to go to Hen Mountain to try and get a really, really good shot, ideally at sunset. It's quite windy, it's 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, which that combined with clouds that aren't too thick often can mean that the clouds will separate and you'll just get a gap, maybe even for a few seconds, where the light will just be perfect. So that's what I'm now hoping for. But I'm heading down here to Hen Car Park. I'm just gonna get up the mountain as quickly as possible and then just play the waiting game. I just hope we get some light, because if not I'm gonna be quite disappointed, because about an hour ago when as I was just heading off, the light was actually perfect. It looked really nice, there were nice bright skies, and it's just clouded over the last while. So we remain hopeful. These two cameras, I mean, this is what I do, like 80% of my work is done with these two cameras. And that lens is a 24 to 105 mm lens, so it's really flexible. And then I've got the RTS drone, which is also like really light. What the light is doing right now, if we could get that but closer to sunset when it's much, much warmer, that would be pretty good. But it's also got loads of really nice characteristics, because up on the top of it, it's got these three rocky towers, which apparently make it look a bit like a chicken, which allegedly is why it's called Hen Mountain. Like I've mentioned this before, I've had on a couple of occasions people tell me that like some of the videos have made huge changes in their life. Like it's got them out of the house, or even it's got them out of like a state of poor mental health where they've just started to go outdoors when they haven't before. I get a lot more from a video that doesn't do amazing numbers, but I get comments where people say it's made some kind of positive lifestyle change for them, than getting some video that had, you know, hundreds of thousands of views and it was just a video that's trying to convince people to buy something. Look at this line of light starting to appear. The clouds are starting to, there's a gap coming, it's going to be here in about 20 minutes,
And at some point the sun is going to go beneath that. And if it goes beneath at the right time, we're going to get amazing light up at the top. So push on up, I think. It's the worst bit. It gets really steep here. And you just up this step, step, step. It is actually about as steep as, whoa, it nearly fell on my head. As a staircase. So it's a short climb, but there are bits of it will definitely leave you out of breath. Whew. I think there's a mystery to it. When you're down low, you can't really see what's up on the top, and there could be anything up there. Well, most likely there's grass and sheep and some rocks, but it has a bit of a mystery to it. And once you're up, you know, you get this view that you just don't get of a landscape any other way. Seeing in 3D and having that feeling of height, I think that's quite, yeah, it's addictive, being up high. Summit is right there. There is a massive gap opening up in the sky. It looks like we're going to get an amazing light. So I'm just going to get up there as fast as I can and get set up. Last bit, come on. Woo! Look at that view, 30-minute hike, and you're up here right at the edge of the moors, and that's the view that you get. This is why Hen Mountain is so special. Time to get the cameras out. Okay, I think this is going to end up being a drone shot. I found the shot I want. It's of the entire mountain from way back in that direction. Really nice edge lighting. And then hopefully the mountains out in this direction are all going to get lit up as well. So, gotta wait about 40 minutes probably now until the really warm light hits. So, I'm going to get off this summit and go down where it's warmer. So the light ended up just before sunset. It was pretty much perfect. You got really good orange glows on the edge of the mountains. You got these like shadowy areas and glows down the sides. So all lit up really, really nicely. I think I got the shot I was after. Just have to get back and get into the edit. But I also got some nice silhouettes with the orange light and the glowing sun in the background. So loads of options, but I think I got the shot as well. This is the photograph. I've got it off my camera, I've processed it, I've edited it, I've got the most out of the file I can get, and I've got it printed. There we go. That's class. I haven't got a photograph printed in such a long time. It's really cool. I think in theory, I think I can tick off most of the things I was trying to do. I've got a good combination of like high contrast lighting. I was really happy actually when I was editing this, I was really happy the way I managed to get the light down in these rocks down here. So you got the really nice detail of the water here. I like the way it reflects on the sky. And then this all leads your eye in like a little curve round through, follow the light, and you curve up around. And look, it's me at the top of the mountain. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that. I think it would cover my definition of a perfect landscape shot, for sure. I'm really happy with it. From here, I think is the optimal viewing distance. That looks great. It looked really, really good in a frame. I think it's definitely gonna go up there. It's made me realize I need to print more of my own photographs. I've got so many and they're just all online, I just don't print them. So after the morns, somewhere I've been wanting to photograph for a long time is